Hello, 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 guys. Welcome to this live broadcast. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I'm Skip Lacour, and I'm so glad you are here today. In this video, I want to talk about you getting to the next level. The challenges that you face getting to the next level. You know, you're dedicated to the gym. You know you need to make fitness a higher priority in this life. But you just can't seem to get fully engaged. You know what to do. I know there's so much information on the internet. So many training strategies, eating strategies. It gets confusing. But even when you know enough, you just can't get yourself to follow through. Certainly, you can't get yourself to follow through at the next level. You know, for a lot of the older men who I talk to every single day, who I coach one-on-one, the biggest challenge sometimes is that they're successful with their business and their family. They have a life of references of success. And then, at this stage of life, they want to make their fitness a higher priority. Maybe they used to do it in the past, then they went on to take care of other parts of life, and they're coming back into it. They want to match that level of success that they had earlier in life. A lot of the men who I work with, I help them get to that next level. They are entering this passion, this lifestyle of fitness for the first time. Maybe they have to, maybe it's just time to take care of them after taking care of their family and their business. Whatever it may be, they have references of success. And it's so frustrating because they can't seem to fully engage. They know what to do, they just can't get themselves to do what they know. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. I want to talk about that and a lot more in this video. All right, guys. Hey, I am giving you a sneak peek into my upcoming book, Think Bigger Than Getting Bigger. Right? I help so many men who are a little bit older, who are just like you. Again, they have those references of success, and they want to apply it to their health and fitness, and they want to get to that next level. They're doing better than most men their age. They look better, but they want to take it up higher. Right? And they just can't seem to do it. Help them break through the training strategies, the eating strategies, the lifestyle, organizing their life, prioritizing their life. The mental part of it is what I help them with. Again, a lot of times the biggest challenge sometimes is, why can't I do this? See those younger guys doing this, right? I've got a lot of references of success. I know what to do. I should be progressing at a higher level. And sometimes that's the biggest challenge of them all. It's like being easier on themselves, being tough on themselves enough so they follow through, not being complacent about it. All right, but at the same time, not ruining their experience by grinding themselves up with so much confusion, frustration, overwhelm. It's really a mind game. It's a challenge. Just like most things in life, it's the struggles that make you strong. It's the game, the challenge that makes it exciting. Challenging too, I get that, and I want to help you break through with my book that I have coming up. Think Bigger Than Getting Bigger. Right, I want to rush this out to you. It's the experience that I've gone through. I've learned from the masters in personal development. But the men I talk to hours every single week, I learn from their experiences too. And I want to bring it to you right away in this video series, Think Bigger Than Getting Bigger. Right, so maybe that's you. All right, you're doing better than most. You want to take to the next level. You can't seem to fully engage. One thing that I have discovered that challenges most men is when I ask them, do you train hard? Do you eat right? Are you consistent? Right? They say they have a set of standards, and so they say, okay, yes, I do. Yes, I do train hard. And the amount of effort they're putting out doesn't match what they see in their physical body. They think they should have more muscle. They should have less body fat for the amount of effort they're putting in. One thing I get them to realize is the standards that they've created, right? Eating the way that they know they should, 5 days out of 7. That's a standard they came up with. It sounds good, but is it enough to reach their goals? Is not missing a workout, once every couple of weeks. That sounds great, it's better than most, but is that standard high enough? The quality of food you eat, all right? How often that you eat your caloric goals for the day, the macronutrient breakdown. Those standards that you create, sometimes it's only in your mind. You create it, you kind of look around, and you assume what other people may or may not be doing. those standards sometimes just aren't high enough. So when I talk to men and I ask them, do you train hard? Are you consistent? What do you think the challenge might be? They give me words that make sense to them. I train hard. I eat right. I am consistent. Right? I need to figure out as their coach, are those standards high enough? Because they won't know. If you haven't reached it, maybe it's your standards. Maybe you don't need to just go from training strategy to training strategy or try the next diet. Maybe your standards aren't high enough. So what I do is I have them evaluated on a scale from 1 to 10, right? Because if they say they train hard, if they tell me they train a 7 or a 6, all right, now I'll say, well, what do you need to do to bring that up to 8 or 9? And then let them come up with things that they can do to take to the next level, and I can help out too. And I can really evaluate the amount of effort that they're really putting in that they don't know. They don't have that perspective that I do to help them, right? So I'll always say, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you follow through? On a scale from 1 to 10, when you look in the mirror, how happy are you with your physique? Because words have no meaning except for the person who is speaking the words, right? It's not necessarily a direct translation that everybody can identify with, especially me as their coach. So I'll have them identify it on a scale from 1 to 10. All right? And I do that with all areas of life. When men want to take it to the next level, they're trying to identify what it's going to take to get to that next level. This is one thing that I have realized, and this is today's message, is that 7 out of 10, all right, you're evaluating where you are in the process, how much effort you're giving, how much you're following through, how happy you are, how dissatisfied you are, however you describe it. 7 out of 10 is a number that a lot of us gravitate towards. It's pretty good. We know we're doing better than most, and we're appreciative of that. We look on the bright side. But 7 out of 10 isn't that 8, 9, or 10. It's not enough to get us fully excited, to be totally engaged. It's just good enough. It's good enough to stay out of pain, but it's not good enough to fully engage and enjoy the process and take to the next level. 7 out of 10 is the worst number, I feel, that you can evaluate anything in life. How much you're enjoying your marriage, your family, all right, your training, your level of follow-through. Right? I really believe 7 is the worst number. Again, it doesn't create enough angst and pain, and I'll tell you, the struggle is what makes you strong. When you feel that pain, you get resourceful, you get gritty. Right? 7, it's too good for us to really dig deep, really feel the angst, maybe lose a few nights' sleep if that's what it takes. So we get resourceful, or we challenge ourselves to become more, to think more, to try one more thing, to take risks, to get coaching, whatever it takes. 7 is too high. And if we protect ourselves by saying, no, it's a 7, when it may be a 4, a 5, right? It may be lower, right? But we just say, well, I'm doing better than most. It keeps us from reaching our full potential because we don't become resourceful or gritty enough. We don't take risks with our emotion, taking a chance, all right? All right, but 7 is not high enough to say, I love it, I'm awesome. You're just saying I'm doing better than most. So think about that. Right, I've got a form for you to fill out. If you go to skiplacour.com/bigger, right, you can tell I've coached a lot of men like you. I take you through a process. Right, if you really want to dig deep, if you really believe that you want to take your fitness to the next level, you know you have it in you. You just can't organize your thoughts, emotions. Maybe you think it's a training or eating strategy. Right? Maybe your training is fine, but you want to get those other areas of life in control. Right? I want you to go to skiplacour.com/bigger. I want you to fill out that form. You'll see I ask you a series of questions. I'll tell you, you should go there just now whether or not you want to win one of the 90-minute clarity and goal-setting sessions that I'm going to give men like you who love this message, who want to become more than just a great body. You want to have it all in life. You want to become what I call the total package. If you want to win one of these 90-minute, one-on-one, private, over-the-phone clarity and goal-setting sessions with me, the call is recorded. You'll learn from it from years to come. Take you through a powerful emotional process. Go to skiplacour.com/bigger. But even if you didn't want to win one of these one-on-one goal-setting sessions with me, take yourself through those questions. You can see I've done this for a very long time. I've helped a lot of men like you break through to that next level, get far beyond a 7, right? Give yourself the opportunity to get to 8, 9, or 10. You didn't work this hard just to get to a 7, all right? And there'll be a part in there where I want you to evaluate the way you look in the mirror, how consistent you are with your training, right? How motivated you are. But in all areas, like what areas of life, right? That's how I evaluate where you are to take you to the next level with my coaching. And that's what I do with men every single week. They join me for 1 hour. We structure on the same day at the same time. 1 hour, the calls are recorded, take them through a process. And this is the beginning of the process that I go through before they go on the journey. When I make sure that they're ready to go on the journey, I take them through one of these clarity and goal setting sessions that you could win absolutely free. If you love this message, if you want to become more than just muscle, if you want to become more than a great body, you want to become the total package. A lot of the men who are attracted to workouts for older men, they do want more. They want to expand their life. So this is your opportunity. But just remember that 7 out of 10 is the worst number. When you are evaluating your situation, you want to get to the next level, your habits, your performance, and you evaluate it on a scale from 1 to 10. You make it real rather than I train hard, I train with intensity, or I eat clean, or I'm consistent. I want you to think a little bit deeper. Put a number on it, and it's just what it means to you to make you happy. Your number, it's just unique to you and your journey. That's all that matters. This game is you versus you, not anybody else, and it's up to you to get the most out of yourself. One quick thing, I had a gentleman just yesterday on one of my coaching calls, and he's very satisfied in a lot of ways to get to the next level, and he doesn't feel motivated. He made a lot of improvements in his life and his thinking. And he said, I know what you're talking about, the struggle, the pain, you get resourceful. Right? I'm not feeling it right now. I feel my life is a 7. What do? Do I just manufacture pain? It's a great question, right? Your imagination, your experience, that's all that matters, not what anybody else thinks, right? What I found a lot of times is sometimes we're taking on too many things in life, right? We've got our family, our business, our responsibilities, our fitness, whatever it is. We can only take on so much, all right? We don't want to cause ourselves so much pain we become overwhelmed. Right? I've found many times is that when you're fully engaged, when you get your life organized, and that's why I add this service to my coaching, because I'll tell you, when you have your whole life in order, you have it planned out, you feel it's winnable, you have that imagination, right? Your fitness, doing the things you must do, train on a consistent basis, eat the way you should, it becomes a lot easier. All right? Many times when you fully engage on that goal that you say you want, you get yourself to take enough consistent action, you'll find out when you finally get going that it wasn't a 7 at all. It was a 3 or 4. It's just that you softened it maybe to manage some other things. All right? Pain drives us more than pleasure. Right? A lot of us are doing well already. Right? So sometimes saying, I just want to get to the top, it's not enough sometimes. Pain is a tool that we need to use too. Not so much that we ruin our experience, all right, but it gets us to move forward. I tell myself all the time, I say, look, I'll go through a month's worth of sleepless nights of total angst if that's what it takes on the other side. If on the other side, I'll crack the code, I'll figure out the pattern. So for the rest of my life, the challenge that's in front of me, it'll be solved. Because once you get it, then you have it forever. Like I said, maybe you're like me. I'll go through a month's worth of losing sleep if, while I can't sleep, while I'm feeling the angst, while I'm feeling the pain, while I'm feeling the pressure, it makes me resourceful, it makes me crack the code, it makes me take more risk to try one more time, to get more information, I'm going to do it because I know what's ahead of me. I lean in to that pain. It is a tool to use it. Just remember, the message to take away when you can't get to the next level, how consistent are you? How hard are you working? How intense are you? Right? 7 is the worst number. I know it sounds great. It makes us feel good in the moment. But it could be exactly what the challenge is, why you can't get to the next level. All right, 7 is the worst number. I want you to think about it. I want you to go to skiplacour.com/bigger. I want you to win one of these 90-minute clarity and goal setting sessions with me. If you want to become the total package, if you want to achieve your fitness goals and a whole lot more, I want you to go on this journey with me. Go there right now, fill out the questionnaire, fill it out full. You'll see, I'll know all about you, right, because I'm using my skills as a coach who's helped men like you, right, take you through this mental process when you fill that out, you'll see that you are now engaged. You're now mentally prepared to start making goals happen. I want to help you do that. All right, so go to skiplacour.com/bigger. Win one of these free 90-minute clarity and goal setting sessions. If you love what I'm sharing with you with the training and eating strategy, you're going to love what the journey I take you on to become that total package, to get all areas of your life under control, to get way past the 7. Give yourself the chance to get to 8, 9, or 10. All right, so that's going to do it for today's workouts for Older Men Life. Thank you so much. If you like this video, like it, share it. Make sure you're here for the rest of my series of Think Bigger Than Getting Bigger. All right, when we're a little bit older, we got to take on each day with a sense of urgency. Take on the day. Produce, right? Ask for more. Push yourself. All right? Have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big. And think bigger than getting bigger.